Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome to FYI. How are you folks doing today? How are you folks doing? It's Friday, TGIF. Thankfully, and after a very hectic holiday, it's Friday. Good to have each and every one of you. Horace Calder, good to have you here. And Roderick Henry, good to see you. And Isabella Butters, Andrea Percival, Debbie Collins, good to see each and every one of you. We know you all don't come for us now. It's a meeting place. We also congregate in the comments and catch up. And we're happy about that. We're happy to be facilitators of that kind of socialization. We're happy. We're happy. We're happy. Debbie Collins again, good morning to all of you folks. Dolly Anderson, all of you guys who are joining us. Welcome, welcome to FYI. We are very happy to see each and every one of you. Good to have you guys here with us. Maxine Monroe, good morning to you folks, wherever you all are joining us from. We are going to ensure, guys, that we are shared to all the right places, and we encourage you guys to do the same. Share the line, smash the emoji button, smash it, folks. Share the line, smash that emoji button, folks. Gotta do what we gotta do. Good to see each and every one of you, wherever you folks are joining us from this morning, whichever part of the country, whichever part of the diaspora you folks are joining us from. We are delighted that you are here. And we're going to ensure that we do the same thing. Let us know how the audio is being received. The technicians who are on duty, please let us know how the audio is doing. And we're happy to see all of you guys here. Good morning and happy Friday. It's the 24th day of February already. Believe it or not. Wasn't yesterday it was New Year's, folks? Wasn't just yesterday? Well, here we are, folks, the 24th day. Believe it or not, of February, the time is pushing on. That's why we always say, pick up the pace, pick up the pace. Good morning to those folks who are now joining us, folks on the different pages, the different profiles, and the different social media networks. We are very happy. We're on LinkedIn, we're on the Tube. We see Lyndon Hopkinson is here. Good to see you, Lyndon, and Leon Blair. Or Don Cook is here as well. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram when we can, and TikTok. You all know how we do it. Facebook, we're there too. Good to have each and every one of you here with us, guys. We are very, very happy that you folks are here with us. Wherever you all are joining us from, we look like we're in the right place. As Wendy Caesar, we see you as well. Wendy's watching us from the quarantine. Believe it or not, Wendy says I'm in quarantine. But this, good to have you, Wendy. Amanda Daniels, good to see you as well. Amanda says I'm here. Well, we're happy you're there too. And all the other folks who are joining us. Donna Joseph says, a fabulous Friday. A fabulous Friday. But I see that in there. And Technician Leon Blair, thank you. Technician Leon Blair says, loud and clear. Donna says, a wet, fabulous Friday morning, guys. Yep. It's that kind of morning, but we got to persevere. Isn't it? Is it me, or like when the holiday falls on a Thursday, you get the Friday too? I thought I heard something towards that effect. Yeah. When the holiday falls on a Thursday, you get it on the Friday too. Oswila Tapit. Good to see you, Oswila, and Yonet Ann Smith Orden. You know, we got so many folks joining us with so many names. That's one person, you know. Yonet, good morning, and happy to have you here, guys. We got a couple things we want to share with you guys, and we're going to come out of your faces so you can go on with the rest of your life. We can do you guys that favor. Sheena Hazel, it's good to see you, and Karen Black, and Collis Roberts, and Marinel Barrow. Fritio Phillips, good to see you as well, guys. Wherever you all are joining us from, we are super happy to have you. Super, super happy. Donna and Beatrice. Beatrice is here. Good to have you, Beatrice. Rashly Ford, good to have you as well. Rashly. Thanks for being with us, guys. It's Friday. Again, Friday the 24th day of February, and things are rushing on. Things are rushing by. If you gotta do something, you gotta do it now. Pick up the pace, good folks. Pick up the pace. We got a lot of things to get done in a very short time to do it, folks. Just the other day, we were coming out to Christmas. Now look at where we are. Hastening to March. And that's why we say, folks, whatever you gotta do it quickly. Pick up the pace, because this thing is not promised to anybody, It's not promised to anybody. We got a couple of things, folks. We're following on the morning papers. We're happy that you folks are here with us. I'm going to share some of them with you. A couple of things, folks. We're picking up on the wires. We're picking up on the morning papers, and we are super, super, super happy that you wonderful folks are here with us. The live, smash that. Take the opportunity, as we said, to share the live, smash that emoji button. Let's get into the morning papers. Let's head on down. What you guys having for breakfast out there? Do let us know what's up for breakfast, good folks. What's up for breakfast? What's up for breakfast? And no weather. The weather here, folks, it's put a damper on things. How did you guys spend Master Money? How did you guys spend Master Money? They're telling us it's 26 degrees outside, rather. 26 degrees outside, and they're telling us it feels like it's 25. And that's because of the weather. They're telling us as well, guys, hear this, especially if you're in the national capital city where we are broadcasting live from. They're telling us it's at 26 degrees outside, and there's a 75% chance it's going to rain. Folks, it's going to rain today. It's going to rain this morning even more. It's going to rain this morning even more. That's what they're telling us. It's 75% chance. More rain this morning. So walk with your umbrella, walk with your raincoats, especially if you are joining us from the national capital city. They tell us, in addition to that, they are telling us that weather improves into the evening. As you go into the afternoon, 41% chance of rain, 34 as we go into the night. Yep, 75% chance this morning, folks, and that's a very high percentage. We have some rain. Raincoats, umbrellas, your plastic, your black bag, whatever it is, get them set, because that's how things going down. That's precisely how things are going to roll. Guys, again, we are so happy that so many of you are on with us. We're taking the opportunity to cross some I's in the back end and dot some T's as well. So don't mind us too much, that's it. But we super happy, guys. We're super happy that you all are here. Super, super happy that each and every one of you are here with us. And we're going to get the ball rolling in just a second. We're just making sure we have things lined up. We have things lined up as we should. But great to have each and every one of you guys joining here with us this morning. We had a pretty good Friday into a pretty good Wednesday, rather. You see what I'm talking about? A pretty good Wednesday into the holiday. And if we had worried with some people, we would not have had a good holiday. If we do only worry with some folks who are trying to come along with funny, things would have ended so much different. You all would know we were at the Region 4 office, the Regional Democratic Council Region 4, just on Wednesday rather, for their flag raising ceremony. And the behavior of the REO there, the Regional Executive Officer, oh my Lord, it left much to be desired. Prevented Kathy Hughes from speaking there, right? And we're going to talk about that a little bit. It left much to be desired. Oh, some of you probably living haven't had a chance to see that as yet, folks. We're going to be talking about that too. It left much to be desired. Much. It left much to be desired. But first up, folks, we're happy that you are here. We're gonna swing back to that in just a little bit. We want to get into the morning papers for those of you who are joining us, folks. Welcome to Friday. It's the 24th day of the month, 24th day of the month. Pick up the pace, whatever you're up pending, folks. And we encourage you guys to share the live, folks, and let's expose the truth. We're going to expose the truth. As I was saying, here we were trying to be large-hearted and be part of what is happening. And we were there, and the atmosphere was a pretty cordial one. And then you have the REO there stepping out of line. Stepping out of line without time and place. Right? Without time and place. For some of you who don't have a point of reference, we're gonna show you some of that. We're gonna show you some of that. The Chairman Daniel Siram of Region 4, Regional Democratic Council Region 4, had such a good presentation, talking about the camaraderie they have there. And then you have the region shaping and showing, we really got no camaraderie here. It's all political warfare. And every time I say, there was nothing more I could learn from these fellas. Yeah. Yep. I see some of you on the live saying whether we expected anything different. It's true. It's very true. Very, very true. We're going to be talking a little bit about that as well, folks. Yep. So let's have a go at some of the things we are following, folks, in the morning paper. Some of the stuff that we are following. And first up, folks. First up, quite a few things we're following, to be honest. And this is just one of them. A lot of stuff happening. What's happening, with the narco state, right? Everybody trying something. I'm telling you, there has been this upsurge, and upsurge, and all these crazy things. Two Nigerian men were arrested at the Ghana Post Office Corporation quite recently. They're trying to ship out cocaine. Two Nigerian men. And I don't want to necessarily harbor too much on nationality. Certain except to say, oh, you come by people, oh, behave yourself respectably now, man. You come wrong by people. Behave yourself with some respectability now. Behave yourself with some respectability. And so, wow. They might be doing some time at Camp Street. Let's see what happens. Because they're telling us in custody is Michael Emmanuel. Is it Yudi? He's a Golden Grove. And then you got Gift. Obia. Not Obia. Obia. Obioha. I hope that's how it's pronounced. And he's of Lane Avenue. And they were arrested over attempting to traffic over a pound of cocaine through a box at the Ghana Post Office Corporation. Michael Emmanuel Yudi and Gift Obia. Yep, over a pound of cocaine, they said. They're trying to ship out. And they said it has a street value of over 400,000 Ghana dollars. That's what they say. Yeah. Hope the math is right on that. So we got to be careful out there. We got to be careful. Got to be careful. Right? That don't look too well. They come in another person's country and 1 pound of cocaine by mail. Or I'm going to send it express. Well, you know what we say, folks? You know what we say? If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. They found themselves on the wrong side of the law, on the wrong side of the law. Good to see you, Tammy Gibbs and Seymour George, Cecile Ogle, Kim Batson. Good to see you as well, and Dali. Good to see you, Dali. How are you, Dali? Good to have you there. I see Beatrice Selby is there as well. Good to have Beatrice as always, folks. Some other stuff we're following. Watch. New Jersey man like that, Cherry Jacket International. He's coming in. He got a whole set of giants. Marijuana, spliff. On him, we're going with that. See? We're going with that. A whole set of things he fetching out. Folks, I tell you, we're seeing this uptick. He coming in and he has a whole set of spliffs on him. Julius Seaford, Delroy Julius Seaford. Coming in from New Jersey, and they said he had a what they say here. I wonder if marijuana is legal in New Jersey. 12 rolled joints he had. 12. So clearly, he coming to have some nice time. Clearly. Delroy Julius Seaford was coming to have some nice time. 12, they tell us. 12 rolled joints he had trying to come through Cherry Jacket International when them boys pounced on him. Yeah. 12 roll joints. Just like that. 12. Coming to have some nice time for matrimony. That's one of the things we're following too, guys, in the morning papers. Just another one of the things we are following. And here's another headline for you guys. That's just one in your chest. Another headline that we're following. Yep. Oh, do we have it? Yep. Another headline we're following, folks. This one. Is there? Good. It's a London woman found guilty of raping a minor. Now, this is not something you see very often, but it's life as well. A London woman found guilty of raping a minor. Now, I had to really sample, smell the daisies on this one here. You know, again, it's not one that you see very, very often. Women raping, number one. Right? And then in this particular instance, a minor. Well, this is the allegation against Gabriella Allen. This is the allegation against her. They said that the bail was revoked on Wednesday, and she's been remanded to prison pending her sentencing. Right? Pending her sentencing here, after jury found her guilty of raping a minor. Gabrielle Allen. Right? And according to the notes we have here, she's of Buck Hill, Wisma, Region 10, and she's tried for the offense of rape of a child under 16. Rape of a child under 16, contrary to Section 10, subsection 3 of the Sexual Offences Act. Gabrielle Allen. Yep. She's 20 years old. Rape of a minor under the age of 16. Signs of the times, folks. Certainly, you're going to agree. Signs of the times. That's not one of the headlines we're following. Look at this one. Look at this one that we're following. This other headline. Yeah. So much is happening, folks. Business community is complaining. Foreign currency and circulating. Yolanda Thomas, watch yourself. Yolanda Thomas, tell me, so what is this? Beatrice said, "This is Lord, what next?" Yeah, this is what next. You see, Gabriella Allen, rape of a minor under 16. Yeah. Signs of the times. Businessmen are complaining, foreign currency is circulating. Right. Businessmen, that's the complaint. Foreign currency is not circulating on the local market. Them boys balling out. It's not circulating. And you know what? The governor of the Bank of Guyana, Gobin Ganga, he says not so. He said it's not so. Right? Everything is nice time. Everything is everything. Right? Everything is everything, according to him. Right? Central Bank Governor Dr. Gobin Ganga has refuted reports, they're telling us, of a shortage of foreign currency, specifically the US dollar at local banks, following complaints from the business community. However, despite his assurances, they tell us, business persons have called for a full-fledged investigation into why they are constantly faced with this issue. Ganga says there is no shortage. That's what he says. There is no shortage. What you will probably have is an instantaneous shortage, but everyone has enough. What you will probably have is an instantaneous shortage, but everybody has enough. Folks, you could price that. I mean, some of you are brighter than us by miles. What you might have is an instantaneous shortage, but there's no shortage around that. Right? There's no shortage. I see some of y'all stick on that last story. Roderick Henry. Right. So the foreign currency circulating. One of the businessmen who have asked for an investigation is Terence Campbell. Maybe the government got to come out the bank and go run by them other places and see what's happening. Or pick up the phone. And I believe the businessmen in the market says that this is happening, it is happening. It has to be happening. And I gotta try and stabilize this whole foreign market currency by myself. I'm gonna try and stabilize this by myself. The whole foreign market currency. But I got to do what I got to do. Right? I got to do what I got to. Single-handedly, I got to come down and try to stabilize the foreign currency. Look at the headline we're following, good folks. Not the headline that we're following. Yep. PAHO, doing its work, says that unemployment, education, inequality among the main causes of suicide in the Americas. You know, we write on the border there. All right? Unemployment, education, inequality among the main causes of suicide, right, in the Americas. And you can take that from there. Unemployment. Yeah. And you know, this is a time that is really devastating a lot of people economically. Y'all not taking flowing. Y'all not taking circulating. Don't worry, big music and fancy colors and long speeches. But again, like the businessmen, if you're in the marketplace every day, you know nothing and circulating out there. Right? You understand the PAHO. And I respect PAHO. There's a lot of good work. PAHO said this is happening. I believe them. I think I can shun PAHO and take on these folks here. These same folks you trying to be large-hearted, you trying to be magnanimous about. And they're operating like jacobats. They're choosing to operate like jacobats. PAHO says so is so. You see? And people are finding it difficult to cope with the times in which we're living. Right? You, folks who earn 70,000, those of us, you know, you earn $70,000 a month, what have you? Right? I want to give that to some ministers and see how they'll manage effectively. Right? Earning 70,000 a month, 80,000 a month, 90,000, even 100,000. See how they will manage. Some folks will go out now and spend now 100,000 a whole month. Yeah. Yeah. And if PAHO said this is the reality that exists out there, I believe them. I believe them. Folks, we turn our attention to some of the things that are happening regionally. Right? Well, we'll rather be heading into some of the things that are brewing internationally, regionally, and then we circle back to some of the other stuff. So there's where we're heading, folks. Some of the things that are happening internationally, that's what we've been touching on. Some of the things are happening regionally, and then some of the stuff happening in the 592, we think you guys ought to know about. Yeah, we can touch on some of that. We can touch on some of that, folks. But internationally, well, the outing the Linden story was something, right? With Gabrielle Allen there. All over the world, folks. All over the world, stuff happening. All over the world. Right? Do you all remember this name? Harvey Weinstein? You all remember that name? Well, he was involved in a lot of foolishness, sexual misconduct, rape, and all kinds of nonsense. Sexual assault, put it that way. A lot of stuff. Well, the chickens, folks, the chickens coming home to roost. The chickens coming home to roost. And he has been handed another 16-year sentence. And I like how one headline put it, he begged for mercy because Harvey's a big fella. See, Harvey's a big fella. And if you're done doing time, right, and they give you 60 more years, is that you can dead in there, you know, just like that. That's it. So Harvey's contemplating, he's seeing the sunlight for the final time. You see? But when people are going through all of this stuff, and doing all of this foolishness. They don't think about the freedom, Now he begs for mercy. I want to say thanks to all of the folks who are contributing to our program currently. YouTube enables us to see when people are contributing to our program. You're on YouTube, in the comment section, there's that $sign there. And I really want to thank the folks who are partnering with us in this way. We don't care how the money comes. We got to keep on doing what we got to do, bringing valid, credible information. And we're so thankful that these programs we do are totally driven by you, the people. By you, the people. So when you all see me not in here, no, that's it. That's it. These programs are solely driven by you out there. And we're tremendously appreciative of that and humbled by that. It's people contributing to our programs, like these folks are doing now on YouTube, that enables us to do what we do. And again, we say thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Harvey started another 16 years on top of the jail time that he's serving. You know who's also in some real trouble, this kind of foolishness they're involved in? You know who also? Give you all a hint. Pamela, good to see you on Debbie Horn Court. All you guys are on the live. Good to see you folks. And we thank you guys for partnering with us as well. Folks, I'm telling you, we've had some real bad months coming out of 2022 and trying to catch ourselves at this end. And not because we don't come, really and truly like Harvey and begging every day, everything all right. Right? So we're grateful for those of you who take this very seriously and help us to move forward. We're grateful for that. So Harvey's not by himself. Right? Harvey is not by himself. Harvey has company, believe it or not. He has company. And yesterday we saw R. Kelly. Right? He got 20 years. Child pornography, child sex crimes, according to the headline here. 20 years. Believe it or not, he's already serving 30 years. He is already serving 30 years for similar foolishness. He's already serving 30 years for similar madness. Yeah. So that's 50 years. His lawyer is arguing that the sentences should run concurrently. And trying to argue that when he is out, whenever that is, whenever he gets parole, if he gets parole, he'll be an old man and not a danger to anyone. He will be an old man and not a danger to anyone. And so the sentences should run concurrently. Yeah. It is such a, it's so sad in a sense. To see how the mighty have fallen. Right? But we're happy, we hope that the victims of their crimes, find closure if they can. Right? And I hope in their eyes too, that justice is served. So he was already serving 30 years, and now an additional 15. Yeah. Yep. Here's some other stuff we're following. Netflix. Netflix has lowered their costs in some countries. In some, they're still getting stiff competition, guys, and they want to increase their subscriptions. So Netflix has actually lowered their costs. And I'm going to be checking on this to see if we're affected here, because they must know that things tight at the end. Pamela, Maxine, and all the other guys, Deborah Clark, Melinda McKenzie, Pamela Dover, they must know things tight here. Sheila Hilliman, they must know things tight by us. So then guys brought down the cost. They want more persons to subscribe to Netflix. Right? And hence bringing down some of the costs. They understand things tight where we are. So we're going to check to see if we're affected by this. You know, we're going to check to see if we're affected by this. Unfound parts in Netflix is Netflix. Right? Pamela Noble said that at her end, they raised it to $16.99, $17. Why did they do that? You know, it's psychology. Say you're paying $16.99, right? Like, what did they compute to know every subscriber should pay this $99 and not a flush $17? $16.99 at Pamela's end, right? I think we pay 14 something or 13 something. Let's say $40. All right, so I don't know if it's gone down from 14. Pamela, check at your end too and see whether they're giving you something back. Whether they're giving you something back. Folks, that's some of what we are seeing here. All right, that's what we're seeing here. Sheila Boy Child, we see you, and Jacqueline Four Eyes. I know some of you must be saying, yes. You know, more money in your pocket. Unity Life says, y'all can't share Netflix password anymore. How many of you share the people password? Some of you must be renting it out, you know. Renting out the password. We are some ingenious people. When we get ready, folks, we are some ingenious people. We're going to turn attention now to some of what's happening regionally, folks. Some of what is happening regionally. How many others went to the passwords, huh? Dali? Huh? Dali says she has BT and pays $9.99. Yeah. People go where it's cheaper. All right? People go where it's cheaper. And I see Pamela says she used to pay $6.99. Pamela says she used to pay $6.99. Amri says she's paying $22. Amri, where are you paying $22? Dali says she's paying $9.99 for BT. Amri, where are you paying for Netflix? $22? I think they're trafficking you. And Marie, you gotta watch that. I think they're trafficking you. $22 for Netflix? My Lord. Right? Melanda McKenzie.
Could you try again?
Melanda McKenzie says because of taxes. Because of taxes, they can't go to a flush 17. They can't go to a flush 17. I can appreciate that. Lynette Zephyr says, I have nothing. Lynette, what does that mean? Hold on. Lynette, what does that mean, Lynette? Huh? You have nothing. Huh? Talk to us about that for a second. You have... Lynette says she has nothing. Hold on. Talk to me about that for a second. You have nothing. That reminds me of you said you have nothing. You know I see right away. I hear right away. Right? Then says she has nothing. Tom Jones. Right? Tom Jones, come on. I have nothing. I have no one. That's right here. But Cox paying $35. What are we paying $35 for? Is there a ring yard running there? What, where are you, and where are you paying $25 for? Right? Melanda says it's $21 plus in the US, and that's why they got to share. I just see a profile that says Facebook users saying that they're paying $8.99 for Netflix. You see, that's a good life. You almost gone down. Maxime Monroe says, I have cornflakes. I have cornflakes. Right? I have cornflakes. Pamela says she ain't paying for nothing extra. Maxine says she ain't got nothing. She just got cornflakes. Yep. Fig Warren says, I don't even know what he's paying for. He paying for so much of things. He don't even know what he's paying for. All right? But check on that, folks, and see if the cost has gone down close by all. See if that cost. Lynette Zephyr said it's too expensive. So you have nothing. You have no one. Yeah. Here, but here it is. Bentley, everyone says, get free Netflix. How is that possible, Bentley? Give us the hookup, please. Drop a link or something. Bentley says, get free Netflix. Right? Right? Get free Netflix. But listen, man. Dolly giving me the inside scoop. Dolly says that she used to have Netflix and all her family in Guyana had the password. Yeah. She cut it out. They get into dependent now. And listen to me now, man. Listen, the best part, right? You give some family the password. You lend them the password. The college asks you, you change your password, I ain't getting through. Right? I ain't getting through. Bert Cox says he's in South Africa. Bert Cox is watching. Folks, we in South Africa. That's what you're telling me. We in South Africa. Bert says he's in South Africa. Right? Yolanda Thomas says she got crackers and ginger tea. Yeah. You know, Abel. Crackers and ginger tea. Our friend Part says in the US it's free with T-Mobile. When T-Mobile coming to Guyana? It's free with T-Mobile. It's a boy with things. You is a boy with the things. Folks, let's turn our attention again to some of the stuff we're following in the region before we got distracted there. Some of the things that we are following in the region. We were distracted there for a second or two. In the region, folks, we are following a couple of things. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at a couple of them. Yep. Look what we're following in the region, folks. They're telling us in Puerto Rico, right at the top. First trans person. Is that what it says? Make sure I get it right. First trans woman selected to compete in the Miss Puerto Rico Universe pageant. Yep. First trans woman is going to be participating in the Miss Puerto Rico pageant. More power to you. Right? One Facebook user said they're paying £72 in a Puerto Rican pageant. £72 for Sky Go. Will you get in for £72? There's the whole network. You buy out £72 for Sky Go. What are they offering you so? Right? What are they offering you so for £72? That's interesting. Hold on, Puerto Rico pageant. Hold on. £72. Well, you buying out the whole thing. But more power. First trans woman selected to compete in Miss Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico Miss Universe pageant. More power to you. Moving on, folks. Well, look, folks, I don't know. I think Gail Teixeira, Daniel Ortega, and some other folks mixed with little vampire did the wrong long. Since about year high, I put my other hand and say see how high. I was like year high. I hear him about Daniel Ortega. Daniel Ortega still in power. This is Nicaragua. Since about year high. Fig Warren, you know what I'm talking about. I see the comment, Fig Warren. Since about year high, I hear about Daniel Ortega. Daniel Ortega is still in power. Well, he expelled a lot of people quite recently. Right? You know, some folk don't like criticism. Oh, they say we're this and we're that and we're immature and all that. Apparently, he likes criticism. And a whole host of his quote-unquote critics, he expelled. He had imprisoned them, some of them, and released them on some ground and expelled them from the country. Doesn't like critics. No pun intended. But I can't believe Ortega's still in power. I see Randall Major says Ralph to correct. Add Ralph to the list. He says Ralph to mixed with a little vampire. Did they wrong? I don't know how they do it. I don't know. And again, since I am ye high, Ralph big. You know, since I was ye high, I know Ralph as a big man growing up. Right? So Ralph at about 75, 80 for the last 20 years. how is that possible? Ralph Gonzalez, he's about hovering between 75 and 80 years of age for the last 20 years. How is that possible? Right? Gail Teixeira, I know Gail big my whole life. Right? If it's some natural cream or so on, give your body link up. But vampire story, she lays this in the barn and grow parliament. She lays this in the barn and grow barn and grow parliament. It's true. It's true. Since I was son, they big. It's not that you don't them growing, right? They big. The barn big. Daniel Ortega is one of them folks. But I believe that he belongs. I was about to say dying generation, but I want to contradict myself based on what I said earlier. Right? But his brand of politics, that's maybe a better way to put it. His brand of politics ain't got longevity. Melinda McKenzie says they're at a stagnant age. At a stagnant age. They've been with me whole life. Right? I say Gabi's son. I did my research. I say Gabi's son, man. This Daniel Ortega Jr. Still here with us. That's something. Right? Stagnant age. There's a stagnant age. Right? And it Cummins has the wisdom, and it says he's sucking the blood from his people. Aye. That might be responsible for it. Sucking the blood from his people. No one sucking the blood from people. Julian Panton. Julian Panton was the financial advisor in that company in which 12 million US for Usain Bolt in Jamaica is missing 2 billion Jamaican dollars. 12 million US of Bolt's money. Now other folks are missing monies as well. And Joan made an appearance in the court there in Jamaica last week. She's back in court this week. More charges, more allegations. You see? More charges and more allegations. Both says he doesn't know if he'll ever get that money back. More charges and more allegations. And this one left Jamaica stunned in many, many regards. And of course, the company SSL, let me make sure I get the name correctly. Yes, Stocks and Securities Limited of Jamaica, SSL. Right? She appeared in the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston last Friday. And of course, this is in relation to, there's a $3 billion fraud issue that's rocking the country. It says here that Panton, who made her first appearance in court last Friday, shortly after she was hit with multiple charges following a round of questioning by detectives, was remanded to custody. She has been charged with breaches of the Larceny Act, the Proceeds of Crime Act, breaches of the Proceeds of Crime Act, and breaches in the Forgery Act and Cybercrime Act. So she might end up like R. Kelly and Feinstein, doing a lot of time. Let's see how it comes out. Let's see how it comes out on the other side. Let's see how it comes out on the other side. Right. Both said he had some other monies elsewhere. He's not totally wiped out, but it's a significant hit. A significant hit. You trust people, you know. You see how you got trust issues. Trust people to have your best interests at heart, and they have a fiduciary duty to the clients to, you know, invest wisely and so on. But by the way, she's saying she never took any of Bolt's money. That's what she's saying. I never take Bolt money. Yeah, never take Bolt money. You know, Fig Warren them cantankerous. Fig Warren on the live, and Fig Warren want to know how old is Higgins, if Higgins' age stagnant too. Higgins is supposed to be on pre-retirement leave, right? But Higgins is about 55 for the last 10 years. Right? He's at 55 for the last 10 years. Yeah. Stagnant age. He had a stagnant age. Folks, can I just concentrate on what I'm doing here, please? He's at a stagnant age. Yeah, we're in the 592, folks. We're in the 592. And June, Pichan, and so on, it's making really and truly, exacerbated trust issues. Good things, folks, happening in Santa Rosa as we turn our attention to some of the things that are happening in the 592. Right? In the 592, we got a lot of good things happening, and do what you got to do. In the 592, a lot of good things happening. That's what we're going to circle back to, folks. Take the opportunity to share the live, smash the emoji button, folks, and let me go down the man. Let me go down the road. My Lord, where does the time go? Where does the time go when you're having fun? Where does it go, good folks? Where does it go? We want to know. In the 592, folks, they're telling us, Santa Rosa. Have you ever been there, guys? Have you ever been there? Go overseas on your vacation and so on, but go some local places as well. Do that for us. Go overseas, but go some local places as well. They're telling us at Santa Rosa, their tourism potential is being improved. They now have added canoeing and biking. I like that. I haven't gone canoeing as yet. I plan to. But biking, love it. Own 2 cycles. And I don't think I do enough riding, really and truly. You can do so much more. 2 bicycles I got. 2, that's how much I like it. 2. I ride them both one time. But let's say if you go to Santa Rosa, you can do your cycling and you can do your canoeing. They got other things there to do as well and to see. It's a beautiful community. I gotta go back. Take me back to Santa Rosa. Take me back. I see somebody want to know how old is Jack Dio. Put him on the list too. Put him on the list as well. Put you on the list. Right? Put you on the list while we canoeing. Here's what else is happening, folks. I love this as well. Like everything I love this morning. It's everything I love this morning. But I love to see when our young people are meaningfully engaged. And the Guyana Archery Association has just added Queen's College among the schools. Right? I know it's hard in this country, the economics and so on, for a lot of people to be able to have their children involved. But if you could train them with something, the academics, some music, a sport like archery, right? Or something like that, it's a step in the right direction. And so there's a third school now that comes under the Guyana Archery Association, the third school. I love that. So they can be involved in lots of academics, and then they get all the clubs. You could do archery, you could do some badminton, some checkers, some draft, and let us channel their energies correctly. I hope more schools get involved. And there's a kind of finesse in shooting an arrow and bow. If you do it right, and as a sport, right? It's one of those elegant, I think, one of those elegant sports. Dangerous too, if not done correctly. Right? But I'm certain the folks at the Archery Association is going to make sure that they're trained well and so on, and they get to channel some of this energy of youth into something positive. Right? So I love that. Yep, love that. This is nice as well. This is nice. You don't stay one way all the time, Life is about stages, and they're telling us, first, U.S. GDF, a former GDF captain. What are my thoughts? A former GDF captain is the first officer on a JetBlue flight into Chedijakan International. I love that. Life is about stages. You don't stay one way all the time, right? Life is about stages, and you go from strength to strength. So the fella go and do what he got to do. First officer, flying in, JetBlue. I like that. He's gone on to excel. This is JetBlue flight 1965. It comes in from JFK into Georgetown. It came yesterday, and pilot Haslin Peters was in the flight deck as first officer. Captain Haslin Peters, pilot Haslin Peters. Respect and manners to him. Love to see when our Guyanese are excelling. Love to see when our Guyanese brothers are excelling. I know we say after one time is two time. You see, after one time is two time. First officer, congrats to him. Congrats to him. 1965, flight 1965. JetBlue, former GDF captain, is now first officer. Yeah, I love that. I love that. I love that. Right? Knows one we own got the controls, or helping at the controls. You know? Got the controls. I love it. 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 Love it. Love it. Love it. I see Kurt Caesar, so I salute him. Yeah. Yeah. You see, this thing here, you can't get friends and family, you know. You got to know your onions. You got to be qualified. Can't say, oh, it's my cousin, put in the cockpit. You see? And then a whole payload of people then in the Atlantic. You got to know your onions. You got to go through and come through. Haslin Peters, former GDF captain, now first officer, flying JetBlue. Excellent, 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 excellent. You see, that's what I talk about. You got to push your body. You think he just said that and JetBlue come and say, hey, I hear you're flying for the GDF. Come on board, baby. You got to push your body. Too many people waiting for things to happen to them. They're making things happen. Sitting down, waiting for things happen. Right? You know, lots of you, I see we got hundreds of you on the live this morning. You see us here and you say, right? Somebody hand me a sizable following. Right? Remember, I didn't see the day when you had your little phone hole and said, live from a living room. Right? But it's the consistency, the stick-to-itiveness, and Captain going after these things. Somebody sit down waiting for the government. Yes, they are to blame for a lot of things. Right? But if they are supposed to do 70, we got to bring 30. 30. We got to bring 30 to the table. And clearly, Haslin Peters, former GDF captain, he bringing the 30 to the table. You think Haslin Silang? Haslin got to be out there looking for the opportunities that there. You look on the website, JetBlue, who's them? Let's send an application. Let me think. And in the meantime, you're qualifying yourself all the time. You're sitting down and wasting your life in the GDF. You're sitting down and wasting your life in the police force. Qualifying yourself. I love it. I love it. I love it. Respect and manners, El Capitan. Respect and manners. Big move. That's a big move. I think I want to fly with JetBlue just to say, hey, and then he playing too. You know, but I promise I ain't going with nobody but a particular airline because some of them is rubbing me a little wrong. I ain't said JetBlue. I ain't thinking JetBlue. But then another one that AFLM had some issues with recently. My last experience with them is, I'm going back to my first love. But respect and manners, the captain, Haslin Peters. With JetBlue, yeah, nice time. Nice time. No friends and family can't go there. No. You can imagine, we on JetBlue. Where's the madness would happen? I can say, host of the friends and family. If I want to be CEO, right? I want to be pilot. I want to be a stewardess. Yeah, I can imagine you put some of them as stewardess, you know, or as what do you call them? What's the right name now? People don't say stewardess. What's it? Cabin attendant. Let's say you put the Region 4 REO as cabin attendant. You can imagine the madness happening there. Yeah. He see you come on the flight, big sub teeth. Don't give him no food. Don't get him no food. You knows them. Can't get friends and family. You gotta be professional. You gotta be professional. right? Snatching the waiter, snatching the platter from you. See that? Gotta be professionals. And the sooner we professionalize what we do here, the better for us. Right? I hear young boy talking about what? Bringing Guyana into modernity. Well, me, with the ancient. You see, they believe that everything starts with them. Democracy starts with them. Modernity starts when they take over. Everything starts when they step up to bat. That's very myopic thinking. Bringing Guyana into modernity. Well, you got to get rid of some friends and family. Right? You got to stop being corrupt. You got to have some tact and some decorum and some decency. It's not about big buildings. Modernity is not about paved roads alone. Election is not just about putting a tick on a ballot. Bringing Guyana into modernity. Look. They want to bring me into modernity. Eh? Bring us into modernity. Like we ain't no but nothing. Right? Let me pretend we ain't no but nothing. Bring us into modernity. You know you're able. You know you're able. So congrats to El Capitan. Congrats to El Capitan. And then I think finally this morning, one of the things we're going to share with you guys before we let you guys go. Finally, a lot of stuff happening. This young lady, grandmother said that she walked in the house and saw her stabbing her husband. We don't know exactly what was the motive and what was driving that, but she was remanded. She was remanded recently. Yep. Leslie Kevin, remanded for murdering her husband. Again, don't know all of the circumstances responsible. 18 years old. And the grandmother said she was, for whatever reason, stabbed her husband to death. Roshana Moses, a couple of weeks ago, and she has been remanded to prison, pending trial. Tell us here the 18-year-old has been charged with the capital offense of murder after her husband was stabbed to death. In Macnab village, Lima Sands, Essequibo. Macnab village, stabbed to death. Right? The police said in a statement that Roshana Moses, a housewife of Lima Sands, appeared before Magistrate Crystal Lambert at the Study Magistrates Court and was not required to plead to the indictable charge for the offense of murder contrary to common law. So she's been remanded. Right? She's been remanded. Particulars of the charge allege that she murdered Anthony Chevral, called Davy, a 27-year-old laborer of Lima Sands, Essequibo Coast. Moses was remanded to prison until March 28th, when she will appear at the Anna Regina Magistrates Court. That's how that's going. Folks, I did tell you of this uncouth, and that is to put things lightly, very uncouth regional chairman, regional executive officer, REO, regional executive officer, Ronald Godraj, Region 4. Very, very uncouth, uncivilized, backward. There's the regional chairman, a senior member, the most senior member in the region. Very off the cuff, inviting Kathy Hughes to speak, right? At the recent flag raising ceremony on Wednesday. And on political directives, the regional chairman snatched the mic from Mr. Siram, insisting that Kathy doesn't speak. Member of Parliament, Catherine Hughes, does not speak. Now, the regional chairman's own presentation was so, broad. And the atmosphere, as I said, was cordial. Right? Everybody understood the assignment. We are together here and we're celebrating we're observing our 53rd Republican anniversary. But do you think regional chairman care about that? Regional chairman don't care about that. Regional chairman don't care one thing about that. So take a look at that presentation first by Mr. Siram, and then what followed. Then we come back. Yep, take a look, folks. Take a look and let's take a listen.
Thank you, Masters of Ceremony. Dr. Frank Anthony, Minister, the Honorable Dr. Frank Anthony, Minister of Health, members of Parliament and our presidents, the Honorable Amanza Walton Desir, Dr. Karen Cummins, Ms. Catherine Hughes, Ms. Tabitha Saradu Hadi, and the Honorable Sheriff Duncan, regional councillors present, regional executive officers, members of the regional administration, chairpersons of neighborhood democratic councils, councillors of neighborhood democratic councils, students, staff, members of the discipline services, and of course the media and all, was it Mr. McKenzie, well-wishers? Well-wishers here today. Good afternoon, everyone. I think we went to sleep again. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. We go for a third time. 3 times is a charm. Good afternoon, everyone. Look, now we feel like we've been emancipated and Republicans again, right? So let me get straight into it. Greetings. I'd like to thank everyone this afternoon for joining myself along with the Regional Democratic Council, Demerara Mahaica Region number 4, for this commemorative ceremony held annually at the RDC in commemoration this year of our 53rd Republic Celebrations 2023. Congratulations, Guyana. Today is more important as I also give greetings for Ash Wednesday to all Guyanese, with especially our Christian brothers and sisters, as they commence a period of reflection and prayers. Please don't forget your other brothers and sisters during reflection and prayers. Some of us may need it more than you do. Also, this week is a very auspicious week. We're talking about Republic at the 53rd anniversary. But however, on Monday, the 20th of February 2023 was the 100th birth anniversary of the co-founder of the People's Progressive Party, the first Minister of Education, the first Prime Minister of Guyana, and the first Executive President of the Cooperative of Guyana. And this is no other than the esteemed gentleman and respectable, remarkable leader, Lindenford Samson Burnham, OESC. I take the time to bring these greetings to you this afternoon because it's amazing what we as Guyanese have as history. And sometimes we don't take the time to chronologize them or record them properly and even pass them on to the new generations that are coming. So please bear with me as I share with you some points this afternoon in my brief remarks. One of the things I have on the list here to discuss is social cohesion. And this is a term that we normally throw around the place. You know, big Benabs, one people, one nation, one Guyana, one destiny, and of course, the new slogan by the new government, one Guyana. But I must say that if you want to see social cohesion, you must come to Region 4. Here we have a dynamic region which is diverse in every sense. We transcend the boundaries of ethnicities, politics, social economic standards, religion, and all aspects of division within our country. And here in the Demerara Mahaica region, we can say we stamp out everything. And we extend that hand, that cordial hand of friendship, love, and unity, always. And I thank you for being here this afternoon, to taking part in this friendship, love, and unity. Congratulations to all of you for being here. At the Demerara Hyper region, we practice something called inclusionary democracy. We're comprised of 35 councillors from varying backgrounds and varying political parties. But we provide policies which are taken from the national agenda, from central government, and we ensure that we bring the necessary relief, assistance, and further development to every single Guyanese in the region and throughout Guyana. Because if you live in Region 4, wherever you live, you have to pass through Region 4 for some reason or the other. So we have two ministers of us, a past minister of health and a present minister of health, and they can tell you how burdensome it is, especially in Region 4, having all of our health facilities being operable, not only to provide services for citizens of Region 4, but to the wider scope of Guyana in all areas, from basic to the tertiary provision of medical services. And we thank you both for that very much. Congratulations to you both. You know, something I must impress this afternoon, but that I'm not a friend. I detest something called petty politics, immature politics in this day and age. You know, at this point in time, I extend the hand and I shake the hands of everyone who is on board and all stakeholders who are willing to work towards making Guyana better, and more importantly, making the Demerara region better. So as we sit here, I say to you, let's all work together. Let's shake hands for a united Guyana. Let's harness the new petroleum industry that we have to provide the economic relief for all Guyanese, every creed and color, every religion, every ethnicity. This is not just a mantra your regional chairman is speaking to you here this afternoon. This is my earnest wish for everyone here to live in prosperity, you know, to bring that better life, that good life that each and every one of us deserves. We're sitting here and we're at this building. We're coming up with policies. The administration is executing projects so that we can have a future generation that lacks nothing that we're looking forward to. So that we can improve both social and economics to all stakeholders. And this is what I'm talking about, all stakeholders being on board. The opposition, the government, private sector, non-governmental organizations, everyone working in the same direction. Because if we're in a boat and we're paddling in separate directions, we're going nowhere very quickly. So let's move ahead from that, and let's ensure that we, again, extend that hand of that cordial hand of friendship for love and unity as we commemorate this 53rd Republic celebration, for which we can work together despite our differences in a time that needs us to work together, in a time despite our differences. We have here representatives from the government, we have here representatives from the opposition, and I'm proud to see everyone sitting under this big tent, as we all should as Guyanese. I speak from a position at this region because we have a lot of consultations going on. My administration here, along with the council, we believe in consultations with everyone, discussion with everyone, leading to informed decisions being made. I see Councillor Moria nodding his head because sometimes we butt heads a lot in the boardroom, in our boardroom here, and that is because we have differences. But I was reminded yesterday by a gentleman that democracy is messy and it cannot be tidy all the time, but we work through those differences to bring the necessary relief, assistance, and further development to all Guyanese for the greater good of all Guyanese. So I say to you this afternoon, my mantra is unity. Whether you say one people, one nation, one destiny, whether you say one Guyana, my mantra is unity. And I say to you that as long as I'm your regional chairman, and as long as I'm here, right, we will not have any divisions within Region 4, at any political level, at any ethnic level, at any religious level. And we will continue with the mantra of unity, love, and peace as we go forward. I thank you all for being here this afternoon once again. I thank you all. I see the smiling faces and I don't want to stop speaking. But I must leave way for the other speakers to come to make their remarks here this afternoon. And I thank you all once again for being here. God bless us all. God bless the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. And a happy Mashumani to everyone. Minister, please, before I leave this podium this afternoon, in the spirit of one Guyana, and I know she's not prepared, but I must ask Ms. Catherine Hughes to make some brief remarks. I know I put you on the spot now, very brief remark before we go on to the other speakers. Thank you very much,
You hand the mic now. So I'm not chairing this meeting. So I'm the chairman of this meeting. Excuse me. I am the chairman of this meeting. Excuse me. I am the chairman of this meeting. I don't know it again. Very disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
Mr. Chairman.
Excuse me, Ario, you gotta know something is wrong. Minister, this is how we're going to
There is a program and it's not on the program. The chairman.
No. This ain't makes sense. This ain't makes sense.
Yes, and we need to stick to the program. It is the program.
Yes, I ain't there on this stupidness. This is nonsense.
You can receive a contract.
I suppose this is what you call really being in the hot seat. I felt very strongly on this, our 53rd celebration of our Republican status in Guyana. I felt very strongly from the time I woke up this morning as a representative, as a member of parliament for Region 4. I have a responsibility and a duty to be part of any celebration. And we have a lot to celebrate in this country. We have a responsibility to ensure that as members of parliament, members of an opposition, there's an opposition in every country, in every part of the world, that we have a responsibility to work towards building this new Guyana. We have a responsibility to make sure that everybody, vulnerable, strong, those that have, those that don't have, all can get a part of what Guyana must be able to offer. And that is why I came this afternoon to the celebration at the Region 4 office. I was encouraged by the prayers, all the speakers talking about unity. And yes, I was put in the hot seat when I just heard my name mentioned to come up and say a few words. And what else could I do but stand up and proceed to come and give a few words? And what would I have said? I would have added to the sentiments expressed, the sentiments that are very, very important if we are going to forge one people, one nation, and one destiny in this country. I would have spoken about healing and reconciliation, which we need so desperately in Guyana, because a regional an REO that pulls away a microphone from a regional chairman is just in such poor taste. Just displays the fallacy, the lies of all we were talking about in this beautiful presentation this afternoon up until when we were kind of forced to leave. And it's just sad. It's sad that we cannot put away our differences and work towards a better Guyana. If we continue fighting, we will get nowhere. And you know, there was a member of the council, I don't remember his name, who actually made a statement and brought forth a quote from Helen Keller, I think it was. And we spoke about if we don't paddle together, we ain't gonna go the same place. So I am shocked. I must admit, I did not expect this. And I'm saddened that on a day like today, this would happen.
Yep. You saw it there, folks. You saw it there, and you heard from Kathy herself, who was the regional chairman, Daniel Shiram, who invited her off the cuff in the spirit of the moment to give some remarks on our 53rd Republican anniversary. And, you know, that REO there, clearly on political instructions, And so when them boys come and talk in one Guyana, this is the chairman's prerogative. He's the highest ranking official in the region. And he's having the mic snatched from him. What hope you and I got on the PPP administration? What hope you and I have? You know, when they come talking about one Guyana and bringing Guyana into modernity, into that modernity, into that modernity. Gonna leave it here, folks. We're going to leave it here. We're going to leave it here. There's a press conference coming up at 11. The Alliance for Change, the AFC, they have a press conference that is coming up at 11. And we're going to be tuned into that. Depends on how that goes. We can be determining whether we have a podcast following that. But there's a press conference out of the Alliance for Change at 11. And then we're going to be back for a final program for the day. We're going to be back in the ring at 8 tonight, guys. Looking forward to seeing you guys there as well. Thanks for joining us, wherever you fantastic folks are joining us from this morning. It's been a privilege being here with you folks. It's been an absolute privilege. See you guys later and stay safe. For Tia Phillips and Audrey and all you guys, Charlene, Maria, Gil, Isabella, good to see you folks. We're going to see you at the 11 of the press conference, and then we're going to take it from there. Stay safe, guys. Stay safe. Please and thank you.